What would you say about Jeremy and Kevin as friends?
Um, I think over the years, kind of like, well, at least like this past like year or so,
Mm-hmm.
um, we've grown up. We finally were able to reconnect again. You
Mm-hmm.
know, we had lost contact with each other for some time, for a good, 3 years or so. But I don't think there was ever any animosity or heat, because anytime we would see each other, it's not like bad blood or
Yeah.
cutting the eyes or
Yeah.
back talking the other. It's just we just kind of lost contact. And, just last year, like we just reconnected again. It's kind of like we talked, and we were both honest with each other. Years passed, we both got older. So
Something that I find very funny. It was funny when I found out. We know my dad, Larry Williams, passed away earlier this year.
and Pop R.I.P.
Something that was funny to me when he told me that my sister Tyra Laura Ross adopted you as her son. So to some extent, not only are you a co-worker or a lover at some point or another, but you are also a nephew. But what I'm getting at with that is, how do you feel about the whole gay family as it relates to you and I, and my dad, your mom, and that whole group of people?
I mean, personally, I can't really say I'm so much involved in the whole gay family thing, but I think it's comforting though for those who are dealing with their homosexuality alone, like whose family won't accept them or probably won't ever accept them, or those who just really have no other family but this one. The gay society is a community for each other. We're a family for each other, so I think it just makes it that much easier to go through whatever you're dealing with, to know that you have a support system that you can call your family.
Where do you? And I know a lot of you guys are looking at this like, okay, Kevin is so into himself right now, but it's for the documentary. If you just joined us, it's for the documentary.
No, this one is not egotistical at all. Maybe a little bang.
Okay, so you've known me for a while now. So have you noticed anything about me that most people may not know?
Maturity. You grew up. Like, compared to the person you were, I mean, you weren't a bad person then, but I see you reevaluated things about yourself. You're making more solid decisions rather than just knee-jerk. To me, you know yourself now. Like, you know who you are, and you know what you want out of life, and you know what type of people you want to involve and indulge yourself in. So, more than anything, I just see maturity.
Wow. If you were to just like look into the future, what do you think I'd be in like the next 5 years?
The next 5 years, where will the infamous them be? Sky's the limit. I mean, you have many dreams and many ambitions. I mean, look at all you're doing right now. Like, who would have thought?
Sure.
So, whatever you put your mind to, you'll do it. You'll do it. As long as you don't let I think you have an issue of letting yourself get in your own way.
Mm-hmm.
But you're seeing that. You're realizing that. And knowing that, I think you're going to be big places. Like, he has many talents. It's hard to keep up to my movie. He's multi-talented. Like the Renaissance man and everything.
Thank you. So just to wrap up for the documentary, we're not leaving y'all just yet, but just to wrap up for the documentary, what would you say about me, or how would you describe Kevin? Kevin M, Kevin with an I, Venom, all in one.
All in one, how would I describe you? Wow, you almost got me stumped. An entrepreneur. I'll say entrepreneur. You're always looking for your next big thing, your next big break.
That's true.
What's gonna make you stand out from everyone else? And to me, so far you're doing a good job of it.
Snapped up to Randy. That was his moment, not mine. But thank you. Just keep checking with us, because actually I think that this relationship that Remy and I have had, I think is evolving now, because I guess you notice there's a lot of business things that we do behind the scenes now. Like, we see each other a lot more now than we had ever seen each other. Like, a whole lot of this thing. So like, check out, keep your eyes peeled and your ears tuned in to hearing or seeing what's going to happen, because again, there's going to be a lot. You might see a lot of us again. Are you going to make an announcement? Public anytime soon? Because it'd be nice if I can get the exclusive announcement.
Well, actually, there's something I've been contemplating, thinking about.
If you want to.
It's not even thinking about. It's pretty much the definite decision.
Hold on. Exclusive. This is very exclusive. And you want to hear it in the world. First time hearing it is going to be on the Kevin MTV show. And it's important, so I think you guys should know.
Exclusively only from my good friend right here.
Thank you.
But basically, at the end of this year, at the end of this 2011 year, Remy Mars, the model, will be no more. It's time for that transition, and I've done all I can really do with, the modeling side of the industry. So after this year, I'm sorry, you guys, but no more new Remy stuff. Now, you may see me producing and directing, but modeling, gotta hang up the jockstrap.
Alright, so it's not like you won't ever see him anymore, but you won't see him in front of the camera as Remy Mars, the porn star. So,
at least not in my birthday suit.
But big things to come, so thank you for that exclusive big news. I'm glad to have it on my show. So you guys heard it first, right here on Kevin MTV. Alright, so we're going to go into our topic again. We're going to talk about, or continue to talk about tattoos and trust, or trust in tattoos. But I want to talk about tattoos first, because again, some people really go overboard with tattoos. Like, I think to myself, people who put tattoos on their face, like I got 5 tattoos, and I'm going to turn on too. I got 5 tattoos, and the one right here on my hip, it hurt the most. Like, there's a W, like right there. Right there.
Oh, yeah.
That hurt the most. And I can imagine the pain that a person would experience or go through just from that tattoo. What in the world will convince you to put something on your face? Like, my first thing, even before the idea of marking up your face, is the idea that it hurts. Why the hell would somebody do that?
I think some people are addicted to that pain. I don't know, it's like an addiction, it's like a rush.
I remember when I got my first tattoo, they said, oh, you're going to get addicted, you're going to keep going and getting more and more tattoos. Like, I have a cousin, she's all marked up, and she said she was addicted. Now she's a mother, she's calmed down a lot. But when we were younger, she just went crazy with tattoos. And I mean, I've gotten 5 and I do want more, but I would never, ever, like, kill my face like that.
Nah, not on the face.
Do you think you'll get more?
I'm definitely getting more. I need at least 10 to 15 more. But, I mean, I still gotta keep professional though. Nothing on the face, no too visible on the neck. Just keep
everything on your neck.
The back of my neck.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah. Wait, so you got 4. So you got 1, 2, 3, and the newest one is 13. What inspired the 13? I actually at the corporate now.
I was bored this past Friday the 13th of 2011. I had some money to kill, so why not get a 13 tattoo?
That's a good reason to get a tattoo.
Yeah, it's like random.
My thing with the tattoos, I always feel like they should mean something. If I'm going to mark up my body, I gotta live with this for the rest of my life. It should at least mean something. Because randomly mark my body up. Actually, Peanut was with me when I got this tattoo, and you really can't see, but it's a V on the inside of it. There we go. You gotta stretch it out. But yeah, you guys can't see it, but I'll take a picture and post it. But there's a V on in the middle of the spider, and Peanut actually like inspired me because I like Spider-Man so much, and it's supposed to be Venom, so I got inspired. This one here I got when a friend of mine, we had stopped talking for a while, and we reunited or whatever, and he was a really shy, quiet church boy, and that was his rebellious moment. He lived with his grandma, and he knew his grandma would be upset. So I said, okay, well, since you got it, I'll support you, and we got the same tattoo here. The next tattoo I got was when Dre got it. I got Dre's.
I just recognized that the other day when I was walking behind you when we had the photo shoot.
Yeah.
Just recognized that.
Yeah, so I got my brother's name tattooed to my calf. R.I.P. Dre. The next one is this one here. It's KMDW, and that's my initials and my ex's initials. which that's another thing. People always say, would you get your ex's name or initials tattooed to you?
No, because you probably, more than likely, you probably won't stay together long enough. You pretty much, the next lover doesn't want to see your past lover's name on you. That's just, it just
like, I guess if I was in a relationship with somebody and he had his ex-lover's name on him, I'd probably feel some type of way. But I walk away from the relationship like, I don't regret it. Like,
it's a part of you.
Exactly. It's a real significant part of me. Honestly, my longest relationship with a guy. And I learned a lot from it. And it's like saying I regret the relationship, which I don't. So, and the last one is like a spiritual meaning behind it, but it's like a cross on my chest. So do all of yours just come up randomly, or do you have a meaning behind yours?
My very first tattoo is it's like a tiger ripping through. But and that's basically, an homage to one of my first loves when I was growing up. He had an affinity for tigers, and his Chinese zodiac was the tiger. So, I kind of got that's an homage. I'm a Scorpio, so of course I got to represent the Scorpio. Shout out to all my Scorpios. I got the zodiac symbol. You can't really see it right now, but it's there. And I got Scorpio on the back of my neck, but
So why Scorpio 2 times?
Because I love Scorpios. I'm still not done with I still want a whole scorpion going around somewhere.
You should get a leg around your leg, right around there.
I was thinking, so I heard their legs hurt. Like, my friend just got a tattoo of a gargoyle on his spine. He said that was murder. I don't know.
And then your last one we already said was 13, Friday 13, which meant nothing.
Nothing at all.
Okay. But the next thing, before I go to the next part of the conversation with the whole tattoos, is also the piercings. Like people, last year I worked at a haunted house, and one of the girls in my zone, she had a piercing right here. First off, how do you pierce that? People pierce like that, or in the back of the neck. I just don't know what the inspiration. If you guys have piercings or tattoos in strange places, if you want to talk about strange places like Prince Albert and stuff like that, I don't know how. Because some places are really sensitive. I don't know how you guys can get those piercings and stuff like that.
I actually like the neck tattoos with the rod. I would never get it with the rods in the back of the neck. I kind of like that.
It just seems so weird and painful.
Yeah, it's just awkward to get a piercing, but I wouldn't personally get it myself, but
with the stretched earlobes,
that's a little jumping out the window for me.
Stuff like that.
Yeah. I don't even know how you even
you start with a little something, a gauge in there, and a regular earring, and then it just keeps stretching and stretching and stretching.
Take it out. Does it ever close?
No. I know people out there before and their earlobes got these big holes and that's just hanging around. Anyway,
droopy here.
Alright, so I'm going to move the conversation on to talk about trust. Trust in relationships with significant others, trust with friendships, family members. I remember growing up, if I did something wrong, if I lied to my mom or stepfather, they would be quick to say, oh, now you have to earn my trust. First thought is, when it comes down to people that you meet, do you automatically give them your trust until they betray it, or do you make them earn it from the beginning?
It always has to be earned. That doesn't mean you have to be jaded or cold towards them, but you kind of keep them at arm's distance until you feel comfortable enough to express serious things with them, and then it's pretty much just from that point on, you see how loyal they are, really.
I've always had the philosophy, and I guess it's because I'm so optimistic, is I'll give everybody the opening as, I trust you. I have no reason to not believe you or to not trust you. And then, once you betray that trust, then that's a different situation. But from the door, yeah, I'll give you that trust, because I expect that in return. That I'm a stand-up person. No, I'm not perfect, but I'm a stand-up person, so I'd expect that the person would trust me as I give my trust to you.